bodies hit the flow, left behind because they whore. Hell be the earth's core, burn the soul, spirit scorch. Phoenix, the human torch, Pennywise, never tired, liquefying for the lives. Those who join Satan's pyre, grace of the Lord, not a license to sin. Live the unclean life, then get into heaven, I think not. Holy angels worse than good cops. Still smoking pot, don't condemn me with the thoughts. Leftovers, satanic super soldiers. Can't say we ain't told you, got the world on our shoulders. I rock the mic in the name of Jesus Christ. World going dyke, whether smoking crack pipe. Christian bodies hit the flow, left behind because they whore. Hell be the earth's core, burn the soul, spirit scorch. Phoenix, the human torch, Pennywise, never tired, liquefying for the lives. Those who join Satan's fire, left behind in the kingdom of the flies. A world of lies, the door is shut. Don't try, don't pry. 5 foolish, 5 wise virgins. Same in the King or NIV version. The Holy One comes to take his bride. The other 5 wish for death, not to be alive. Christians, real Jews, we the 12 tribes. Abraham's seed like the sand of the sea. Christian bodies hit the flow, left behind because they whore. Hell be the earth's core, burn the soul, spirit scorch. Phoenix, the human torch, Pennywise, never tired, liquefying for the lives. Those who join Satan's fire. Christian bodies hit the flow, left behind because they whore. Hell be the earth's core, burn the soul, spirit scorch. Phoenix, the human torch, Pennywise, never tired, liquefying for the lives. Those who join Satan's fire. Christian bodies hit the flow, left behind because they whore. Hell be the earth's core, burn the soul, spirit scorch. Phoenix, the human torch, Pennywise, never tired, liquefying for the lives. Those who join Satan's fire. Between 2 pillars, push them down like Samson. We something like Ned, they Brady Bird Simpsons. Small remnant on a Christ-centered mission to spread the gospel. Don't need the chicken, the love of money, the root of all evil. Lead the flock to save a single sheeple. New world order, God third temple. The dome of the rock make it not so simple. Christian bodies hit the flow, left behind because they whore. Hell be the earth's core, burn the soul, spirit scorch. Phoenix, the human torch, Pennywise, never tired, liquefying for the lives. Those who join Satan's fire. Christian bodies hit the flow, left behind because they whore. Hell be the earth's core, burn the soul, spirit scorch. Phoenix, the human torch, Pennywise, never tired, liquefying for the lives. Those who join Satan's fire. Christian bodies hit the flow, left behind because they whore. Hell be the earth's core, burn the soul, spirit scorch. Phoenix, the human torch, Pennywise, never tired, liquefying for the lives. Those who join Satan's fire. Christian bodies hit the flow, left behind because they whore. Hell be the earth's core, burn the soul, spirit scorch. Phoenix, the human torch, Pennywise, never tired, liquefying for the lives. Those who join Satan's fire.
Alright. Hey, it's Ryan. That's my song Left Behind off my album. Oops. Usually don't keep playing, but yeah, that's my song Left Behind off my album Ghetto Gospel. I want to cover 2 articles I read off of Rapture Ready covering abortion. I'm kind of sad too, so you know, I don't know if you heard this or not. You know, this stuff kind of goes under the radar. This stuff goes under the radar. But let's get to it. 42.4 million babies killed by abortion in 2019. That's a worldwide number too. Here's what's ahead for U.S. abortion laws in 2020. In 2019, around 42.4 million pregnancies ended in abortion worldwide. According to Worldometers, which tabulates global statistics on abortion procedures based on the most current available figures from the World Health Organization, 40 to 50 million abortions are performed annually worldwide, which is about 8 billion people, which that's not a lot, but that is a lot when it comes to us being the image of God and us all having a purpose, and that may be considered human or infant sacrifice in the eyes of God. But that's a whole other topic I'll get into. The website notes that in the United States, approximately half of pregnancies are unintended, with 4 in 10 ending in an abortion. Whoa, that's almost half, amounting to over 3,000 abortions being performed every day, not including miscarriages. 22% of all pregnancies end in abortion globally. Around 125,000 abortions happen every day. Wow. The figures come following an increased push in southern and midwestern state legislatures in the U.S. to save lives by setting limits on abortion and enforcing health and safety standards for clinics. Alabama passed a near total ban on abortion, which I don't really believe in that, because there are certain instances when abortion is needed, while progressive states such as New York and Illinois passed laws allowing abortion up until a baby is born, which, wow, really? I mean, killing a baby, they basically, all right, they say it's not a baby when it's a zygote. When it's a zygote, it's not a baby, but what about at 9 months? Now what is it? But you're aborting it. Whereas Louisiana, Georgia, Kentucky, Missouri, and Ohio passed laws banning most abortions as soon as a preborn baby's heartbeat can be detected, which, things could develop that could make the baby maybe die as soon as it comes out the womb, which you may not be able to detect that as soon as the heartbeat is detected. And I don't think you want to go through that anguish having to bury that baby. If you know at 2 months the baby's going to live 7 days, I don't know what you should do. I am a Christian. I don't believe in abortion. I never been in this situation. I had my son, so I don't really know. Any girl I'm with, I want them to have the kid, but they say it's like in danger. I don't know really what to do. The abortion rate in the U.S. has fallen significantly in recent years, a decrease that is attributed to a variety of factors. From 2014 to 2017, the number of abortions performed in the U.S. dropped from 926,190 to 862,320, a 7% decrease and record low, according to data compiled by the Guttmacher Institute. The means by which abortions are carried out has also changed, with medication abortions, which is the abortion pill. I believe that's Plan B, increasing from 5% of all abortions in 2001 to 39% in 2017. So in 2017, 40% of abortions were the pill, even as abortion rates have declined. Abortion clinics also continue to close around the nation. And people are also having less babies. America is a pretty educated nation, and I believe that many developed nations, we have a lower birth rate than developing and what they used to call third world nations. They have higher birth rates because they have lack of birth control, like condoms and things like that. The Christian Post reported December 19th that a pro-abortion group called Abortion Care Network released a report titled "Communities Need Clinics," showing the number of independently owned abortion clinics, not including Planned Parenthood facilities, has declined by 32% since 2012, with 136 clinics have closed since 2014. 2019 also saw the abortion issue enter the public discussion in a different way through storytelling with the film Unplanned, which is based on the experience of former Planned Parenthood director turned pro-life advocate Abby Johnson. The film earned $21 million at the box office. As the 2020 presidential elections near, The debate over abortion will likely animate politics as the Democratic and Republican parties write their platforms at their respective national conventions and as contested state laws are be educated in court. There's some typos. Are be educated in court. Every Democratic presidential candidate that remains in the race is on record saying they support taxpayer-funded abortion at the federal level, which I don't agree with that. In response to questions from the New York Times, all of the candidates said they would codify Roe v. Wade and repeal the Hyde Amendment. The legislative provision first instituted in 1976 that forbids the use of federal funds through Medicaid or other government entities to pay for abortions. For decades, the amendment had notable bipartisan support. The Democratic presidential candidates also said they would preserve government funding for Planned Parenthood, the nation's largest abortion business. Later this year, the U.S. Supreme Court will hear the case of June Medical Services versus G, which centers around a Louisiana law requiring abortionists to have admitting privileges at local hospitals. The case is the first abortion rights case to be heard since the confirmation of President Trump's nominees, Justice Neil Gorsuch and Brett Kavanaugh, to the High Court bench. Depending on how the court rules, the decision will either uphold or reserve a recent ruling on a similar statute. In 2016, the court handed down a 5-3 decision in Whole Woman's Health versus Hellerstedt, striking down a nearly identical Texas law requiring abortionists to have admitting privileges at a hospital within 30 miles of the clinic where they practice. Yet the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit, which adjudicates matters from both Texas and Louisiana, has maintained that stark differences exist between the factual records in the two cases. The author of the Louisiana bill, then state representative and now a state senator Katrina Jackson, who is African American and a Democrat, will be arguing before the court on March 4th alongside the office of the Louisiana Attorney General. She will again be featured as a speaker on the main stage of the March for Life on January 24th, having also spoken last year from the same stage. Alright, this article is on a Christian Post. I wanted to wrap this video up. Because I'm having trouble, basically. This is the third time I'm trying to make this video. Maybe, the Kingdom of Darkness does micromanage, believe it or not. They know about every single one of us there in every single one of our life. So I'm going to read the Planned Parenthood one in like 10 minutes. So I'll be right back. What do you think about that article? That's a worldwide number, but still, all them people are the image of God. They had a purpose. Maybe that's why we don't have a cure for cancer. We're not traveling all through space. We're not colonizing Mars, Maybe that's what's up. But like, share, and subscribe, and thank you.